analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Good morning, Abuja. Welcome to Premium Times Half Hour on Citizen FM 93.7. I am Titi Lope Fadare, and in today's program, we'll be discussing the existence of several communities in Abuja without basic amenities. In this case, the residents are living in abject poverty due to neglect of their needs by the government. And for me, this is a ticking time bomb, as the conditions in these communities are correlated to crime in the FCT. We'll be joined by Premium Times' political and metro reporter who went around these communities documenting their stories. As always, I have my lovely co-presenter here, Oge Udeguna, in the studio, who will be joining me to discuss these issues. Oge, how are you feeling this morning?
I feel well, I'm fine, and I'm great.
I'm glad to hear that. All right, on this show, Premium Times Half Hour, we discuss important issues. Premium Times is Nigeria's leading investigative and accountability platform, and we bring to you this show every week as part of our mandate to providing the information you need to make informed decisions. The show spotlights exclusive reports produced by Premium Times reporters, from in-depth investigations, unique analyses, to human angle stories. This is an audience-centered program, meaning you'll be able to join us, weigh in your opinion, because the phone numbers to call are 09032 22 97 97. I'll take that again, 09032 22 97 97. There's 080 82 22 20 37, 080 82 22 20 37, and 081 82 22 22 05. Again, 081 82 22 22 05. But before I start this show, let's quickly delve into today's. Before I start this special report for today, my co-presenter Oge Udeguna will give you some updates of some interesting stories that we published during the week at Premium Times. Oge, over to you.
Thanks, Titi. Here are some of the interesting reports Premium Times published during the week. First, we published an analysis titled, "Is PDP's Sacrifice Enough to Appease Wike and Aggrieved Members?" The dispute in the main opposition party centers on a demand by some senior members for the resignation of the party's national chairman, Iyochia Ayu. We also published a report on the negative consequences on women and girls of the Nigerian government's war with indigenous people of Biafra in the southeast region of the country. This unending war has allowed gender-based violence to thrive in the area, leaving some women and girls dead and others in a long battle for justice. Titi, you did this report. Can you briefly share your findings from the field?
Okay, so there's a saying that when two elephants fight, the grass suffers. And this is exactly what we find in this case. The unending secessionist crisis in the region, particularly in Imo State, which is the focus of my report, is devastating, to say the least. It started that the government officials, such as the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma, and his wife, Chioma Uzodimma, met with a lady who lost her mother in a crossfire of the fight between security forces and IPOB members. And according to her, the governor's wife promised to help her business because she has limited resources to care for her 4 children, whom her mother was previously caring for. But after sharing her pictures on social media, the government has abandoned her. Another case that was reported is that of a minor who was raped during sit-at-home day, and government officials are also frustrating the prosecution of the suspect, and I really hope justice prevails.
Okay, lastly, we published an analysis that's looked into APC and the suggestion of another conspiracy against its presidential candidate Bola Tinubu by President Buhari's men. You will find this report on our website at www.premiumtimesng.com.
Thank you again. We'll take a short break now, and when we return, we'll be joined by Samson Adeneko, Premium Times' political and metro reporter, who will throw more light on his findings in the neglected Abuja communities that he visited. Stay with us.
Organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen FM 93.7. Before we're joined by Samson Adeneko, Premium Times' political and metro reporter, let me provide some background on this report. The report tells the stories of forgotten communities in Abuja, where basic amenities such as roads, healthcare facilities, schools, and electricity power supply are either absent or are in alarming conditions. The reporter found many of these communities in the 4 area councils of the FCT that he visited, and these are the Kwali, Buari, Abaji, and Amak area councils. For instance, in Kilankwa, a remote community in Kwali area council, the buildings of the only primary school in the community are dilapidated. In one classroom, for instance, there were just 10 chairs for over 50 pupils. In Tunga Ashere, the residents have never seen electric lights, despite the community being located in Abuja Municipal Area Council. In Gwagwa, located in the heart of Kuba, children walk about 40 minutes daily to attend school, and some have been hit by vehicles and died unbent going to school. And consequently, most girls in this community do not attend secondary schools and are married off between ages 10 and 12. I must say this is really sad, and Samson is here with us again this morning to shed more insight on this report. And do not forget, you can join this conversation on the following numbers: 090 32 22 97 97, 090 32 22 97 97, 080 82 22 20 37, 080 82 22 20 37, 081 82 22 22 05, again 081 82 22 22 085. Samson, thank you for joining us again for the second time. It's good to have you here. Okay, so for me, it's actually really shocking that in a city center in Abuja, we have a community that does not have lights. Like you once mentioned to me in the background, like over 100 years. I'm shocked. So what was it like on ground in this community?
Good morning, ladies, and thank you for having me here once again. I would like to establish the fact that the report you are talking about is actually a part of a series. So, and those stories, they comes with their peculiarities. Let me use that word. So, to answer your question, well, while I was on the field, I must confess, what I found was, one of such experiences. I don't pray that anyone, or I don't think anyone actually deserves. I've lived in Abuja for over 10 years, and I have never been more disappointed in the FCT authority as I was the first time I visited some of those communities. When you visit communities, you just discover that there is not even a single electric pole.
Wow.
If you have a pole, electric pole, you can say, oh, maybe one day you will have electricity, but most of them don't even have a pole, not to talk of having cable on them. So, and when I was interacting with all these people, I discovered that most of them, they've even been in existence before the establishment of what we our city centers and all those beautiful edifices and all that. Okay. But it's just, so it got to a point I asked myself if those communities were if they've ever been part of the city plan, so to say.
Oh. This is quite disheartening. Okay, since you have a question for Samson, please go ahead.
Yes, of course I do. Thank you, Titi Lope. Samson, in your report, you said the Amak Supervising Councillor for Works and Housing, Jagbaba Sariki, could not understand the complaints about lack of electricity supply in Tunga, Ashere, because residents have always lived without light. Please, how did you feel when you heard this from a government official?
Well, the problem, let me say, my problem was not actually with the statement, but also its manner of presentation. I'm a Nigerian, just like everyone in these rooms, and we've seen government officials making so many insensitive comments, and most of them go scot-free at the end of the day. So I was not really that surprised. So as much as I was disturbed, so to say, by the councillor's comments, I was not actually, as a journalist, in a position to now tell the community persons that, oh, this is what your councillor is saying, although the community leaders actually overheard my conversation with this councillor. So I will leave him and his people to be the judge in that case. We have election every 4 years. Another 4 years almost here. So let's see let's wait and see the people's decision.
Yes, let's wait and see the people's decisions. So remember, this is an audience center program, meaning you can start calling us right away if you want to share your opinion on this report, and also tell us if you know of communities that fall under this category. The phone numbers to call are 090-3222-22. I'll take that again, 090-3222-9797. 090-3222-9797, 080-8222-2037, 080-8222-2037, 081-8222-2205. Again, 081-8222-2205. So in all the communities you visited, Samson, what were the residents' sentiments about living in abject poverty despite being surrounded by the opulence and power of Abuja? Do you foresee consequences of total neglect of such communities by the government?
Well, Titi, the truth of the matter is most of the residents have resigned themselves to their fates in court.
That's sad.
Yeah, they've resigned. Most of them, they've resigned. So those ones, the few ones, are just, pushing the narratives that, they still believe, they still hope that one day they will actually get the dividends of democracy in terms of some of these infrastructural deficits I noticed during my legwork. So, and the consequences are there for everyone to see. Children, adults, they are losing their lives under, avoidable circumstances. Some children have even stopped attending primary and secondary schools due to the long distance and other infrastructural, what they call it, lapses, or should I say lack? Better, let me put it that way. So if those are not negative consequences enough, of their prolonged neglect by their political leaders, so then what?
Okay, Samson, before I bring Oge on board, like I earlier mentioned that this could possibly contribute to the increased crime we're seeing in the FCT. I'm thinking, do you equally believe, based on what you saw on ground, do you equally believe that based on the neglect, like I had earlier mentioned, it could also contribute to the fact that there's really no other thing for them to do, and it seems nobody's listening to them. Could it not just play in their head that, let's do whatever we want to do, basically?
Yes, we all live, most of us, or many people live with this mindset that you take from the have to give the have not. So if lacks, lingers for so long, the person in question will have to devise a way of getting a means or a way out of their situation. So the evidence are there. People house get checked every day, cars, issues, and all that. So you are in your house, you are no longer safe. These are just the spillover effects of some of these lacks in all these innermost we see in all these innermost communities.
Yeah. Okay, you have a question for Samson. Please go ahead.
Yes, I have another question for Samson. Samson, well, I didn't realize that one of the ripple effects of lack of basic amenities is early marriage, like as we can see in Gwagwa community. So can you walk us through the issue in Gwagwa, and were there girls or parents who would have loved to go to school despite this imposition to protect their lives?
Okay, thank you, Oge, for that. The conditions of people in Gwagwa communities are quite frightening. Even in all other communities I visited, the conditions are frightening, but we have hierarchy, if I'm to use that word. Different level of, so Gwagwa community is actually my focus, my major focus in the second part, which Premium Times will be publishing soon. So, but let me give you a snippet. Would you fetch water for your domestic use from a stream where you recently saw dead bodies? I'm asking you again.
I'm not sure. I can't even imagine myself. No.
So to top this kind of scenario, they don't even have a medical health care center or a pharmacy to even take care of, maybe spillover effects from drinking or fetching from those streams. So can you just imagine, just picture what the condition of these people are?
So even if they fall sick from the water that they drink from dead bodies, there are really no care. There's no medical care for them.
Yes. So to now answer the second leg of your questions, I would say yes. There are girls, there are parents who would love to still go to school despite this imposition to protect their lives. One of them is actually a 7-year-old of I'll call them my fixer. Because when I was leaving the communities, one of the communities, the man was with me, just trying to lead me out. Okay. So I saw the girl and some other pupils coming into the communities. The guy was shouting, I think, Baba, Baba. So I was just like, is that your girl? The man now explained that, this is it, that, okay, the truth is the community does not frown at any girl dropping out of school.
Okay.
Once she clocks 10 years old. Okay. So it is just like an unwritten suggestion to many parents that, this is the best way out of your predicament, since some of these things has been in existence for a very long time. So it's just like an unwritten constitution, so to say, that some of them are just following. So,
wow, these are really forgotten communities in Abuja. So we would take a short break, and when we return, we would like to hear from you. We would like to hear your take on this report. Stay with us.
We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out. Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen FM 93.7. We have been discussing the reports on Abuja communities without basic amenities, and we have Samson Adenoko in the studio, Premium Times' metro and political reporter, who went across these communities in Abuja. If you have any questions or you want opinions for us on these reports, the phone numbers to call are 09032229797, 09032229797, 08082222037, 08082222037, and 08182222205. I'll take that again, 08182222205. Okay, so this is where we wrap up today's episode. But before we go, Oge, let's keep our listeners up to date with some of our interesting reports during the week. Take it away.
Okay, I'm here again to see. First, we published an analysis titled "Is PDP's Sacrifice Enough to Appease Wiki and Aggrieved Members?" Well, this is a demand this demand, or rather, the demand in this case is resignation of the party's national chairman, Iosia Ayu. There's also an analysis that looked into APC and a suggestion of another conspiracy against Tinubu by Buhari's men. Lastly, we published a special report on fallouts from Nigerian government's war with the indigenous people of Biafra in the southeast region of the country. This unending war has resulted in gender-based violence, leaving some women and girls dead and others in a long battle for justice. You'll find these reports and other more on our websites at www.premiumtimesng.com.
All right, thanks again, Samson, for being here a second time. This is where we round off today's episode. I hope you had an amazing time with us. Make sure you keep a date with us on Premium Times Half Hour every Thursday at 11:05 on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Again, this show is brought to you by Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform which serves you every minute stories that can help you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. And for timely updates on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. God willing, we'll be here again, same time, same day next week. From Oge, Samson, and myself, Titi, have a great weekend.
PremiumTimesNG.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.